for dawdling on this Saturday afternoon. We're here at Interlagos for the sprints. The first time that a track has hosted two different sprint races. And if last year was anything to go by, I think we're in for an absolute thriller here this afternoon. 24 laps to come around this Interlagos circuit. The Grand Prix tomorrow, and we'll form the grid from the results of the sprint. Here's the track itself, 2.67 miles long. It's a lot shorter than it once was. There are two DRS zones to help with overtaking, and last year overtaking here ranked number one in terms of all the Grand Prix. 43-metre elevation changes, it drops down, it rises up. It's a real test for the drivers, and the midfield tricky, twisty sector is a real test for the tyres too. The C4 soft tyre is the favoured starting tyre for the sprint. The medium, the C3, is going to be used by some. The hard we shouldn't use today. Here's the grid then for the sprints to come, and as I say, 24 laps for this afternoon, just over 100 kilometres. Mick Schumacher for Haas starts last with Yuki Tsunoda alongside him. Just ahead of those, Valtteri Bottas, who has won the sprint here before, has his teammate Zhou Guanyu for company this afternoon. Lance Stroll managed to get out of Q1 for the first time ever here. He's got Nicholas Latifi for company, 15th and 16th. Sebastian Vettel with his old mate Daniel Ricciardo alongside him, 13th and 14th. And ahead of these two, well, it's Pierre Gasly and Alex Albon, who missed Q3 by only 4/100ths of a second. Three of the top five of the championship were the slowest in Q3. Charles Leclerc, who didn't set a time, Sergio Perez for Red Bull, and Lewis Hamilton, who produced a storming sprint last year from the back of the grid. Fernando Alonso starts 7th. His teammate Esteban Ocon out-qualified him for the second time in the last 6 races. He's alongside Carlos Sainz, with Lando Norris and George Russell sharing the second row. Best Q3 for Norris since he was 4th in Hungary. Max Verstappen missed out on a hat-trick of pole positions at a sprint weekend this year because Kevin Magnussen took pole. So, who's going to get away the best? It's lights out and away we go for the sprint. Into turn 1 we go. Magnussen ahead of Verstappen. Esteban Ocon wants to dive down the inside here. Forces Fernando Alonso wide and they make contact. The two Alpines but manage to keep going. Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon, contact down at Descido de Lago. There it goes.
And there's a piece of debris as well on the track.
Here comes Lewis Hamilton, who likes a bit of overtaking here at Interlagos. There is Max Verstappen ahead of Kevin Magnussen.
A great slipstream. He's obviously got his battery prepared.
And here comes George Russell on Kevin Magnussen. Looked fairly easy, had DRS, didn't he?
The Ferrari looks good in race trim.
Yeah, here it comes, and there it goes. Hamilton up into 4th place, gets past Kevin Magnussen. Down the inside goes Sergio Perez, favourite overtaking place into turn 1, and Sergio Perez is on the soft tyre, and he's just got past Kevin Magnussen. DRS is wide open for Lance Stroll, and Vettel is onto the grass. Stroll moved over to the left-hand side there, moved very late to the left. Yeah. So maybe he was just backing off, recharging his battery, and by recharging his battery, he can go wheel-to-wheel with Verstappen into turn 4. They almost touched. Russell has got DRS and wants more, but he's not ahead. Going into Descido de Lago, Verstappen is doing a brilliant job. Alex Albon is the driver down at turn 2. It looks like he is out. Out of the centre S's, round the curve of the Sol. They are wheel-to-wheel. Russell is now ahead and into the lead. You got not one but two chasing the championship leader. Carlos Sainz, who goes down the inside. Verstappen gives him enough space, and there is contact, and there is damage there. Yeah, Verstappen going for a hat-trick of wins in the sprints in 2022, and his hopes have disappeared ever since. He's left no stone unturned today in his pursuit of victory. George Russell, to the checkered flag, wins the Sao Paulo sprint.
That's how we roll, baby. That's how we roll. Very nicely done. Big pointer tomorrow. Let's go.
George Russell, his first win in Formula 1, still waits for a Grand Prix win, but he's got 8 points on the board from that sprint victory today.